Hey everyone, welcome to week 5 of fantasy football. I just want to say I'm impressed with the standings. A lot of teams 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. It's great. It's good to see there's some competition within each of those little divisions there, and there's only one 0-4 team. So Mike, pick it up, man. You're new to the league. You're new to us. Thanks for playing. Get some wins. All right. So kind of my studs this week and duds. That's kind of what I'm rolling with. Like, hey, if you're 3-1, you're dominating. Good job. So Shane, myself, Brock, Chris Parker, Chris McClung, Lincoln Moomey being 4-0. Good job. And then to the duds, Mike Parr, come on. Ryan Moomey, learn something from Lincoln. All of the Coys, get your lives together. And Adam, Ben, Romans, come on. 1-3. You got to win this week. This is a must-win week. All right. Speaking of that, let's get to this week. Boom. First, you have Fred. We're going outside the division now. So you have Fred versus, well, I guess it's the second week outside the division. You got Fred versus myself, and I had a monstrous Thursday night, so this game's already over. Good night, Fred. Next is Ryan, I believe. Is that Ryan? Mim Homes. Can't click on it here. Yeah, I think it's Ryan. Ryan versus Ben, Adam, whoever's running this game. Both 1-3. So you need to win, and you both had a decent showing from your running backs. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with Mahomes is throwing touchdowns, and Andy Dalton is pretty solid, but I really like Emmanuel Sanders, and Yeldon seems to be producing while Fournette is out. So you lose. Shroot Farms, I'm a huge appreciation of your name, Andrew. You're going against Chris Parker, and on this one I'm going to go ahead and roll with Chris Parker, and the reason is I think Ryan will have a good game against Pittsburgh. I think their defense sucks, which means he'll probably throw the ball to Jones a lot, and then with the way Dalton's throwing, AJ Green's going to get a lot of touchdowns too, so win-win for you, Chris Parker. Next we have Chris McClung versus Brock. Chris, you had a pretty great showing for your kicker. That's great for you. Breeze is playing like he's forever young. I do think Collins will struggle, but luckily you have Kamara going for you, and who knows if Baldwin can actually get rolling. Right now you guys are predicted to be 0.3 points apart, which is impressive, but I'm going to go ahead and say that Brock wins this one because Phillip Rivers is playing really well right now, but I also Gurley is an automatic, but I think Hill's going to, it's one of those weeks that he just gets a couple long touchdowns. Alright, next we have Eric versus Brian Coy. Alright, in this one, I'm going to go ahead and say Eric. I think Ingram's back. You're going to get some points out of him. I think David Johnson's getting more developed in San Francisco, and Kupp seems to be an automatic slot guy, kind of like what Edelman was or what Welker was. And Edelman kind of still is, but you get my point. So I think you're going to win on that one. Next, we got Seth Scott versus Liam McCoy. In this one, good showing from James White. I'm not a huge Case Keenum fan, so I don't think that's going to go good for you, Liam. Baldwin's back, so that kind of hurts Lockett a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to roll a Seth on this one. I think Ben will have a decent game because he'll have to throw a lot, and Ridley, it seems to be a touchdown scoring machine. So there you go, Seth. Mike, can you get your first win? Currently, you're projected to score 67.4 points, which would be embarrassingly low. So can you overcome that? No. You have 1-2 guys in a bye. I'm assuming you're going to put McCaffrey back in, and assuming you're going to put in one of those wideouts. So you'll be, oh, you need a tight end. Yeah, you'll be fine. But I'm still rolling with Joel. Even though this Eli Manning thing, yeah, he's not the best. This is a bad game. You both lose. Next, Shane versus Lincoln. Can Shane upset Lincoln and finally give him his first loss? The answer to that question is, Lincoln, you have a pretty good team. The answer is no. You can't. Hyde seems to get a touchdown every week, and I think he will against Baltimore. And Thielen is a beast right now. And I really like Kelsey, and I really like Brown. And on the other side, I don't really like anyone. Elliott. That's it. Mike Evans having a bye. That hurts you. All right, that's it. Lincoln's going to go 5-0. That's exciting. Go Lincoln. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Go Browns.